Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Watch it now, Barney. Back 99.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Come back, come back.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying, we'll take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Black gun out, Philly.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Reset, reset, reset. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back.
Here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. first connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This from 44 yards away. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger! Tiger, Tiger, Tiger! Come back, come back! Two jet!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Golden Tate. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Richmond! Reset! Black 99 Philly! Reset!
They run with Abdullah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
On first down, Watson. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Richmond.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Tiger.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They run. Abdullah. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Amir Abdullah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Hauschka now. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Mayfield. Almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Leopard! Detroit! Gone!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Black gun and I feel it. Reset.
Here's Abdullah. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Reset. Richmond. Come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he fires one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Come back.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
Leopard! Gun!
First down, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pick and down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing, Mayfield looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A gain of 8 and a first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20. And here comes the Texans now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is Abdullah. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston leading this one.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Reset. Richmond.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Richmond.
Abdullah. And Abdullah lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Richmond, Richmond. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Two jet, two jet.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get away. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Richmond, Richmond.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires.
Detroit! Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Mayfield. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Richmond. Come back. Two jet.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Richmond.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A toss to Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Come back. Tiger. Richmond.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the run?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. The 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars getting set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Edmonds, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Mayfield. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Richmond, Richmond. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
They'll run it then out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
To throw on second down. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Watson now to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Richmond, Richmond. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Watson. Left side here to Sanders. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come back, come back. Richmond, Richmond. Come back, come back.
Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Watch me. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Reset, reset, reset.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. To throw is Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run for it. This is Abdullah. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be fourth down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Back to throw. Count him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And remember here, no timeouts.
And this may be a case of too little, too late, unless they throw one towards the end zone and get a Hail Mary.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitching. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be third and 5. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively.